Hello guys, welcome to RideVP, the Rideshare channel. My name is Serge, and in today's video I want to talk about today, which is Sunday. It's pretty much the end of the week, and in a few more hours, about 6 hours, it's going to be a Monday morning. So I want to first show you that I made $140 bonus, which we need to deduct from the total amount that I have made today, which was $268. So let's go ahead and remove $40, which would make it $228. So $228 divided by 6 hours, because that's how much I worked. Wait a minute. That's completely wrong. And I'm sorry about that. I meant to say we need to deduct 140 from this amount. So we're going to have 128. 128 divided by 6. So it looks like on Sunday I'm making $21 an hour and 33 cents. Just so you could see exactly how my week has went. This is it. You're looking at it, and I'm gonna do a little bit of explaining. So this is Sunday. You see, I worked 6 hours and 6 minutes. I've done 10 trips. So I'm hoping to do at least 8 more and complete the other portion of the quest, which will give me an extra $45. That being said, you might be wondering, well, is this the income with Tesla? Yes, this is the income with Tesla, but I did start on a Wednesday. So after I complete Sunday, which this amount would be a little bit more, I will basically work through Wednesday morning and give the Tesla back next week on a Wednesday. So this particular Wednesday, I did not do so well. This is when I actually rented a Tesla. So maybe by me working at night, I'm really sorry about that, guys. All of a sudden, I'm getting some allergies or whatever. But this Tuesday right here, this is when I still had the BMW. And I decided not to work on Monday. I wasn't even planning to work. And then all of a sudden, I rented a Tesla. That's how sometimes I operate. All of a sudden, out of the blue, I'm thinking, Tesla. But I did miss out on a $75 quest, which is a little bit annoying, that I could have got on Thursday. I did not get the quest. There is a $25 promotion, which that's just area surges and whatnot. Same like it says $153, but really it's $13 promotions. But either way, let's take a look at Saturday. How much did I make per hour? So I made $21 an hour on Sunday. So 229 divided by 12. 229 divided by 12 is $19 an hour. Let's look at Friday. 177 divided by 8. 177 divided by 8. $22 an hour. Thursday. 268 divided by 14. $19 an hour. Wednesday, 135 divided by 7.5. That's $18 an hour. And then we'll take Tuesday, 114 divided by 6. 114 divided by 6. That's $19 an hour. You could see the trend here. I'm making anywhere from $18 to $21 an hour. So 18 to 21 is basically $19 average. So let's take $19 that we're making per week. So, and times this by a normal 40-hour week. We would see like a $760 earnings. And that is if you decide to just work simply full-time job, 40 hours. Maybe you don't have any more time than that. Maybe this is just a little side hustle for you. Maybe you don't even work 40 hours. So let's see the possibilities that you would have in a whole month. So you could make $3,040. So you could probably live off of it. But the problem is $19 is really $19. It's not $19. So $19 at your regular job, yeah, that's $19. But then again, keep in mind, they're going to take some taxes from you. And is it really $19 an hour? What is the taxes like? I haven't been in a job market since 2007. Man. So, looking at it further, so 19. So let's see, that's like $19 an hour. So in order for us to find out what is the actual cost of fuel, you would need to actually keep track of all your miles. The way I keep track of the miles is that I actually write everything down. See, I put down all the miles, the start miles, the finish miles, the fuel I've used for those miles, and you could clearly see how much fuel I've been using when it comes to the BMW. And actually, let me just do some readouts. That way, it's going to be easier. So this is I'm so sorry about that, guys. I'm so sorry. All of a sudden, it's like I got this problem. I didn't have this problem all day, but I drank some milkshake, and maybe that's what it is. But anyways, on the first, it cost me $47 for a full day of work. And look, I made $311. So what does that tell you? I did a pretty good shift. So here we have $53.94. So $54 I made close to 200. Then we have $32 for fuel. I made 213. $33 for fuel. I made 106. $53 for fuel. I made 300. $46 for fuel. I made 191. $43 for fuel. I made 214. $53 for fuel. I made 363. And on and on and on. You could clearly see that. So I know a lot of you guys, well, no, not a lot of you. I've seen only like one comment about this, telling me that, hey, you're what, like, why are you giving up not having a Tesla for a month? Well, I'll tell you this. I would have to be an idiot to keep it longer at the current rate of things. So at this pace, the Tesla's just not working out for me. So, well, let's open up notes. So let's take a look at this really quick. So I've been writing some stuff down, but then I kind of stopped because I just needed to figure out for 2 days kind of like what the averages are and stuff. But ultimately, I'm going to get, yeah, right here, this is what I wanted. I'm going to get the complete price of the Tesla, and they're going to list all the charging I did. So I'm going to have everything. So the only thing I needed is the start miles and the finish miles. So I started with 63,957 miles. And right now it's 65,519 on it. So we'll see what it's going to be by Wednesday morning. And I'm going to write those things down. I'm going to do a little bit of math, figure out how much per mile I'm making, how much per week, after all the expenses, and then, you know, look at it for the whole month. And maybe for somebody this does make sense. I just have other options. If I did not have other options, then yeah, this would be the way to go. Because yeah, you could argue saying like, hey, this is not enough income or whatever. But I would argue this: if you're not making any income because you don't have anything and you're waiting for the right opportunity, you're losing time, and might as well hop an opportunity, make something than nothing. You could always give it back. So if you're renting a car and you're still able to make more money than you spend, you're still making money technically. Whether or not that's gonna be enough for you to pay your bills, that's up to you to figure out, you know. As for me, I don't have to really worry about all the extra expenses because I cut down every single bill. No, I'm sorry. See, I always misspeak like that. Like when I say every single bill, man, it's like what a weirdo. Like, why would I even say that? What I meant to say is I don't have any car payments at this point, and I don't have any mortgage payments at this point. That could change in the future. Anybody that has those things, that's quite normal to have. I personally prefer not to have any payments, unless they're making me money, and then things change. Like for instance, the Tesla that I'm getting ready to buy, I will finance it, and then I'm gonna put it on Turo. And my wife is like, no, let me drive it. I'm like, well, look, how much is okay, let me just look this up. Look at this. How much is a Model S making on Turo platform? Look at that. $237 a day. That's a Tesla Model S 2022. So there it is. Black on black. It's great. It's got the carpet. It's got that what the heck is this? This is his other cars, I guess. His other car. But yeah, it looks like a sweet ride. Yeah. Reminds me of a Model 3 with those charging areas right there. But this just says Model S. He's not listing what kind it is. And it's in Charlotte Market. It says 3-day discount, $37. So, okay, so this is a plaid. Okay, I probably should have put that in the description. That's why the price is a little bit too much. But I wonder how many trips has he done with this thing. I don't know if things has changed. I used to be able to see how many trips it was done. But anyways, the 3-day rental, I guess he only wants to rent it out for 3 days. It's gonna be like $710. So I think this is like way worth it for this guy who's ever renting this thing. He's definitely making his money. Oh, looks like this is a Model 3. So Model 3, 109 a day. So I'm renting mine for 75 a day, then plus charging. So let's take a look at this. Want to churn more heads than you ever did back in high school? Yeah. This brand new Model 3 is a Tesla's economy model. Great. But drives, feels, and looks like luxury when compared to your average gas car. If you want to get a true Tesla experience, look no further. This is the car to do it with. Then he's got all the features, blah, blah, blah. Wall charger adapter not included unless requested prior to reservation. Interesting. It's set to 85 miles per hour limit. That's smart to set a limit. That's a note to self. Put a limit on the cars. Unless it's a plaid, then yeah, remove the limit. Let people fly as much as they want at a track. Probably why they're renting it anyways. Okay, unlock from the app with Turo Go. Interesting. Let's take a screenshot of this for memory's sake. So, I don't want to get distracted, but I thought we're going to get a little bit more information here. But here it is, 600 miles, distance included, 600 miles. $54 fee for each additional mile. You see, guys, that is brilliant. So we're driving for sometimes less than 54 cents for Uber. And here's a car that's basically working for you. It's like, wow, smart. And being that it's renting for 3 days, 109 a day, 3 days. So he's sort of like discounted it, like 121. It's like 327 for 3 days. That's almost guaranteed that at least 3 days out of the week somebody's gonna rent it. So he's gonna be looking at like $1,300 at least income, and the Tesla payment is right around that plus insurance. So he gets to enjoy his Tesla while renting it out. Let's see. This app is not easy to use. It's like, how do you look up cars? So over here, like, we could just search Charlotte. And guys, I know this is like not a video about the Turo, but I am considering renting my Tesla. But I'm thinking, like, how the heck do you search for cars? Well, anyways, I'll have to learn that later on. But what I do want to get back to is me renting at 75, and we were looking at this. So I paid $726 at the time when I rented it. 200 of it was a deposit, which they say it's refundable. And I think they charge it because of all the charging that I'm going to be doing. So they want to get that money up front. And by the way, they did not refund me the money. So they charged me and it remained charged. I think they're just going to charge me the difference or refund me the difference. But they already know it's going to be more than $200 that I'm going to charge. So they're just going to charge me the extra for the charging. Or whatever, maybe. Okay, it doesn't matter. What matters is, here's my cost of Tesla operation. 75 a day times by 7, 525. That's how much a Tesla is. Now the charging is, this is an estimate. and I could only go buy this because I mean, I'm charging like right now. You're not gonna see the screen, but I'm already gonna pay $13.85, and I'm charging. But I'm gonna estimate this at $44 charge each day, because some of the times I charge is $22, so I need to charge twice. So let's times that by 7, 308. So 308, 308. So 525 plus 525. So it means I'm paying $833 a week. So let's screenshot that. We'll see if that's going to be the case once I rent it. So if we times this by 4, that means I'm paying $3,332. But let's divide it by 4, because that is not the case. And then let's see. So 833. So let's just let's see, 1,194. Let's just minus 1,194. I know I'm gonna work an extra like Monday, Tuesday, and basically it's gonna be just Monday, Tuesday. So I have to finish Sunday, which is gonna be 6 hours. So that's gonna bring the income up a little bit. But let's say I would have stopped right now, I would just make $361 per week, and that means I did not work Monday. See, Monday's empty. I did not work much on Tuesday, just 6 hours. Sunday is just 6 hours, 12 hours there. We have 8 hours here, 14 hours there. Yeah, almost 8 hours, you know, basically almost 6. So if I would have done that, well, first of all, let's look at how many hours I worked. I worked 53 hours and 59 minutes. That is something else I want to take a look at. 53 hours and 59 minutes. So basically 54 hours. 54 hours. But anyways, I would only make 361, which would be like $9 an hour type of job. And that is if I work like full time, not with overtime. But let's see. Let's pretend that I work 40 hours and we get 14 hours overtime. So first we're going to calculate like this at $15 an hour. 40 hours times 15. I would make 600. That's at a normal job. $600. Then you get time and a half. So you get 15 plus whatever. So we have an additional 14 hours here. So 15 divided by 2 plus 15. So this is with time and a half, 22 and 50 cents. We times that by 14, that is 315. And somebody's going to be probably telling me my math is off. It's always off for some reason. I don't know why. But here's what you're looking at a normal job, $915 for the same amount of hours. And on Uber, you made $1,194. But the problem is, in order to make that amount, you have to deduct fuel. Now, I know I did not work quite enough for these things. If just comparing this to a gas car, you know, if you do have a gas car like a BMW, I could actually make a comparison how much this would have cost me in gas. So this would cost me approximately $350, just looking at this right now. Yeah, about $350. That is if I work a full 7 day. According to the hours that I have here, that would be equivalent to that. But you deduct $350 from this 1,194, and that number is going to be basically $850. So $850 doing Uber for those hours, and $915 doing a regular job at $15 an hour. This is what I'm trying to get to. And I know I probably should do a little bit of a better job explaining, drawing stuff, showing you guys like a board, how much income and this and that. But hopefully you get the idea. So in order for me to explain it, once again, here's what we did. So you have $1,194 for Uber that you made gross, not net. And you've been aligned 54 hours, which is me. So 54 hours. So what did it cost me in fuel? Approximately $350. But since I was driving a Tesla, it cost me heck of a lot more. And as I already calculated, I was like, what, making like $337 after I give the Tesla up. So it's like wow, it's like I'm making less than somebody just like a regular job at $15 an hour, and I never want to make less. So with the Tesla, it barely makes any sense for me to rent it, but it's a nice experiment, and I do not regret getting the Tesla and creating this experiment, because we will know eventually once I complete a full week, because you're not looking at the actual numbers. What I will do is, once I complete this whole week, I'm gonna have to write everything down. I'm gonna type everything up. I'm gonna make everything ready. That way it's visible. You'll see exactly the amount of hours that I worked, but it needs to be Wednesday to Wednesday. Well, it needs to be from Wednesday to the time I give it back. So that's the only time I have. So basically, we're gonna calculate the whole entire time I had the Tesla. So I had it on Wednesday, and that's gonna be the week. Wednesday, I'm returning it. So in the morning, once I'm done with my shift, so then I give it back. So that's technically gonna be 7 days. Just because of return on a Wednesday doesn't mean that it's not. Ultimately, also the amount of hours that I worked has to kind of match up as well. Like a Wednesday, if let's say I work like an extra 4 hours on Wednesday in the morning after 4 a.m., then I need to add it to this Wednesday at 4 hours, because the possibility should be 12 hours. But the fact that I ordered at 11 o'clock in the morning, that means I didn't have the opportunity to have the Tesla from midnight to 11 o'clock in the morning. So I didn't have it. So therefore, kind of doesn't count. But anyways, I did have the BMW. And when I was driving the BMW, this is what I ended up doing on Tuesday with the BMW. But I started late. I think I started like at 10 p.m. till 4 a.m. That's what's the income. And then I basically had my wife meet me in the morning at the Tesla rental place, you know. But anyways, so with this type of calculation, currently with the amount of hours, because this is still a lot of hours. This is kind of like what I'm trying to get to. 54 hours a week. That's a lot. That's a lot. There's time and a half involved for that. So if you could get overtime at your job, you're gonna be making $915. But what you will not have the ability to do is write this off in Texas. Texas is gonna kill you. I don't even know like how much would you take home. But back when I was working, $9 an hour times 40, I was making $360. But I was only taking home about like $270. So they were taking a good chunk of it. So they were taking, I think about 26%. That's what it is. So maybe like 900 times 26%. So they will take about 234. So maybe you'll be left with this evil number of 666. What a coincidence. But anyways, this is the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I wanted to make this prior to making the other one, because it is the weekend, so I could share with you guys what this is. But an actual Tesla earnings and expense video is going to be made on Wednesday after I give the car back, and then I could actually finally calculate income and expenses. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourself, and see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.